everyone, I'm Captain Logan.
I'm Vince.
And it's time once again for Snackvolution. Vince!
Yes!
What are we going to eat today, man?
Today, we're going to eat a planet. Galactus recommended it. I don't think we can technically eat one that he's tried because I think there's only one of each of those.
Yeah, I asked him to send us some samples, but even those were too big to fit in the mailbox, to put in the P.O. box.
So instead, he sent us some smaller spherical objects called Brookside's whole blueberries in smooth dark chocolate. None of that rough dark chocolate.
You know what? It just rolls off the tongue, doesn't it?
Damn, smooth dark chocolate.
I'm not sure why Galactus recommends specifically that brand. Why Galactus is backing that brand.
I'm surprised he can even taste it. Because it'd be kind of like throwing like a bean at a whale, you know? Actually, I suppose it'd be like throwing a bean into a galaxy because Galactus is much bigger than a whale.
It's true. He is. Wait, can you get your... Have you heard about this yet? Can you get your head around Galactus on a superhero team?
What?
He's going to be in the new Ultimates after Secret Wars.
I thought he was going to fight them based on the pictures.
No, he's apparently, from what I've read, he's apparently on the team. And I'm like, first of all, Galactus on a team, well, you just win automatically. I mean, people complain about that with Superman and the Justice League, Galactus. Well, and second of all...
Unless you're fighting Mr. Fantastic.
And second of all, they could live on him. Yeah, he could just be their house.
That's crazy. He just reaches down and grabs him and throws him to the next place they want to go. They don't even have to pay for gas.
But apparently he's got lots of free time on his hands. I mean, he's endorsing Blueberries. All right, Vince, let's pop that open and try it out.
Rosebud brand peas.
You know, this show is always kind of strange because we try to, we taste a morsel of something and then we try to explain to folks what it tastes like. Maybe someday we'll get the technology where it'll be possible for you to actually, like, taste a thing that we're trying while watching a video.
All right. Apparently, we both get a big one and a little one.
Wow, that's weird. You should praise my incredible stalling skills.
So, okay. Small one or big one? I think big one because there's probably no blueberry in this.
Maybe a little more flavor. Yeah. Okay, you ready?
All right, here we go.
All right, here we go. Let's try this out. This is what it looks like. It's all round and brown. Let's try it out. Chocolate covered blueberries. Here we go. Yes, please. Very good. Very good.
You know, it's not entirely different than the blueberry chocolate that you can get at IKEA.
Ooh, the aftertaste is wonderful. Yeah.
They're a little fruitier.
Oh, the little one is more blueberry than it is chocolate.
Ooh.
Wow. Those are delightful, Vince. I would go out and buy those right away based on trying one. That's great.
I like, at this point, I feel like anybody who's eaten chocolate, there's like an overabundance of milk chocolate. And I think the deal with that is that when you're...
You mean just in general?
Yeah.
Okay.
As like a ratio of chocolate to chocolate, like milk chocolate to dark chocolate, there's more milk chocolate out there. And I think the reason being...
I think people just like it more, don't they? Or is it because there's so much of it that we like it more because we grew up with it more, is it?
Well, I think there's that. I think that's very true. And I think it starts because when you're a child, you have stronger taste buds than you do when you're an adult. So when you are an adult, you start to lose some of that sensitivity in your taste buds. So when you're a kid, you want things that aren't quite as strong. But as you get older, you want things that are a little bit stronger. So when you have these dark chocolate things, it just makes more sense. And furthermore, I think it pairs very well with the blueberry.
See, when you said dark chocolate, like just trying one of these, putting one in my mouth, I didn't even really recognize that it was dark chocolate. I mean, I realized you said dark chocolate, but I'd kind of forgotten that. Oh, goodness. One fell out. I wonder what I'm going to do with that.
What else?
I guess I better eat it. Yeah. Okay, yeah, it does have that dark chocolate. Well, I guess that complements the blueberry really well, right?
Yeah. Because blueberries aren't super sweet themselves.
Right. So they really go together well.
Dried blueberries, they tend to put a lot of sugar on. And, well, they do that with a lot of fruit. They don't do that with certain kinds of fruit. Like, you can get raisins, which are just dried grapes. But if you want cranberries or blueberries or cherries or strawberries or pineapple, pineapple is an ungodly reason. I have no idea why, but they just cake it in sugar and then dry it.
Yeah.
Makes no sense.
And pineapple's already one of the sweetest natural fruits there is.
And if you've ever had dried pineapple that doesn't have sugar on it, it's not in abundance. It's hard to find. You have to go to like Trader Joe's.
I didn't know such a thing existed.
Yeah. you can get it, and you know what? It's sweet. It tastes like a gummy snack.
I'm sure. Yeah. Yeah.
And it's just pineapple. Great. So I would recommend this. I think this is a thing that if for anybody who has access to an IKEA, so anybody that's in any major city, really, and within the last year, Kansas City, but so anybody that's in any major city in the U.S. and probably in Sweden, you can go to IKEA and get this blueberry dark chocolate, which tastes like this, but it's not as good as this because it doesn't have that core chewy, fruity center. So
yeah, that's a really good point. I mean, this is the thing I would recommend for anybody that likes like chocolate covered strawberries, anything fruit, or likes the chocolate oranges that have that orange tint to them, but they're chocolate, but they just have an orange flavor to them. But this, of course, has an actual blueberry at the center of it. But this is very much up my alley. I like stuff like this, and I'm not a big blueberry person. Like, I don't think to get blueberries. But then every time I get one, I'm like, oh yeah, I guess I like blueberries. You know, like do you have that with certain fruits where you're like, oh, I forgot, I like that.
I do that with peaches.
Yeah, so do I.
I love peaches, but I never get them because a ripe peach is hard to find because, well, it's not hard to find if you have a peach tree. But a ripe peach is hard to find in a grocery store because they pick them before they're ripe and then they sell them that way.
This is going to sound super silly when I say this, but the chocolate feels like some slightly added flavor, but I really kind of feel like I'm just eating fruit right now. Like, and that's almost dangerous. You know what I mean? Because these obviously they're candy. They're not super healthy for you. But I'm sitting here eating these, and I kind of feel like I'm just eating fruit, and then there's some chocolate, that gives it some flavor. What's the calorie count on that?
Well,
240.
Yeah. 240?
No, I'm just looking at it. It's pretty big. I can see it.
Oh, it's right there. I was looking at the smaller print.
I can see it from here. It's 240.
240 for a serving size of one package. So there's 240 calories in this thing.
Okay, so I mean that's not terrible. You have one or two here and there.
I was really surprised just now to look at what is in the sweetened dried blueberries. You know what movie I've been watching.
Right.
Sweetened dried blueberries, as they call it. There's blueberries, apple juice concentrate,
Berry Brothers,
and sunflower oil. There's also corn syrup in it.
That's it's fascinating, man.
Which that's a thing they do a lot. Which I don't understand why they did the apple juice at the same time as the sugar, because there's already sugar in there, especially if they're using corn syrup, because that's kind of the cheapest ingredient you can get if you want to sweeten anything.
It's not like you'd necessarily notice that there's apple juice in there anyway.
I wouldn't say it's super strong, but that's one of the juices they use when they add to any other juice. Like you can get cranberry and apple cocktail. And if you get cranberry juice, which if you ever go to a juice aisle, kids, next time you're at the grocery store, look in the juice aisle, see if you can find straight cranberry juice. And you'll say, yeah, I can find straight cranberry juice. It says right here, cranberry juice. And then you turn it over and it says cranberry juice, apple juice, grape juice, and pineapple. And you go, oh. So it's not actually cranberry juice. It's just kind of bitter apple juice.
But you can find pineapple juice everywhere, and it is always straight pineapple juice.
Well, yeah, because that is naturally
syrups,
sweet.
But yeah.
So a lot of the time, those things don't even have syrup in it because because pineapple juice itself is pretty darn thick, and when you're pretty darn sweet. And when you that's one of the things I don't understand is when you get like canned pineapples and they serve it to you in syrup. Why didn't you just use the juice? Why are you giving me sugar water on top of my pineapple?
That's a good point.
Just cut the pineapple, collect the juice, pour that puppy in there.
Because I like canned pineapples. Like I like what that tastes like, out of a can. But, but you're right. Why does it have to have any syrup in it?
You know what? In canned pineapple, especially if you get canned pineapple and juice, doesn't taste terribly much different. It's just a little softer than if you were to just get a pineapple and core that.
Well, there's some things that I actually, especially fruit-wise, kind of like more in a can than naturally. Like you mentioned peaches. I don't actually like regular peaches. I like strain peaches. I like peaches out of a can.
I like peaches out of a can too.
It tastes almost like a totally different fruit.
Yeah, see, I like pears, but it really tastes like a different thing out of a can.
It's better out of a can. And then
I will do both. If you served me canned peaches and regular peaches in the same meal, I would not necessarily gripe because they're like two different things.
Yeah, they taste like two different things. Well, anyway, so we're recommending these.
Yeah, not terribly waxy.
I like everything about them.
They're sweet, but they're not horribly sweet, which is a thing like Hershey's chocolate's too sweet and it's kind of waxy. This stuff is not terribly waxy.
Yeah, you can sit here and eat 4 or 5 at a time and you don't get tired of them.
Yeah. So I would recommend. I don't know what Brookside is. I've never
strong.
had Brookside.
Yeah. We almost went with Dove, but we decided to go for this instead because we never heard of it before.
Yeah. So who knows? Dove chocolate might be great. I hear it is, but.
Oh well, I mean, yeah. Who hasn't had Dove chocolate? But
yeah. Actually, I don't think I've had Dove chocolate.
Oh, really?
Not since I was a kid, so I have
lots
no
of
idea.
Dove chocolate. So that's part of why I wanted to go with this because I hadn't heard of it. But yeah, this is excellent.
Yes, indeed.
Well, folks,
Brookside whole blueberries.
Thanks for watching. We sure appreciate it. We'll see you again next time. I'm Captain Logan.
And I'm Vince, reminding you to support your local candy store.
See you later.